Hi guys, my name is Vikas. I'm a PT trainer here at Bangalore, India. Today we're going to discuss a really important question type of the listening section, which is write from dictation. Now I'm going to explain to you some tried and tested methods and techniques that you could use to get full marks on this. So make full use of this video, make notes if possible. I've also explained the same with the help of a couple of examples, so practice along. If you've got any questions or queries, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you found the video useful, please subscribe. Thank you. Alright guys, let's get started. So today we're going to learn from some methods and some techniques with which we can score full marks for write from dictation question types of the listening section. Guys, this is super duper important. It is super important. I cannot stress enough on it. If you need a 79 plus score, you need to make sure that you get every question right. You need to outperform in this section. This is an absolute must. You have to score well with this. All right, before we get into the methods and techniques, let me quickly give you a brief about the scoring. You will be judged on content. Now, write from dictation contributes to your listening skills as well as your writing section. Now, it contributes a lot of marks to your writing. So particularly for those of you who've scored less in spelling, make sure that you've gotten all your spellings correct. Okay, so you will be scored on other aspects like grammar, spelling, punctuations, etc. Right? So now, before we get into the method and techniques, I'd like you to have a quick look at one of the examples here. So if you look at the example, it's simply a plain text. It's simply a plain or recording, right? It's a recording of roughly about 5 to 10 seconds. So all you'll have to do is quickly memorize it and go ahead and just blurt it out or write the text out. Now, it's before I get into the examples, let me just give you a brief about the methods, right? Now, the very first step of the method is that you listen carefully. I know it's kind of obvious. I'm going to give you a quick clue here. For a lot of students of mine have tried to close their eyes and listen to the recording. So this not just improves your concentration, you're able to create a clear mental map with this. For those of you who watched my video from the repeat sentence of the speaking section, you could as well follow the similar method, right? So close your eyes, listen to the recording. Now, while you're listening, you need to focus on the verbs, nouns, singular and plural forms. Okay? Now, the next important step is that you type immediately. Don't give too much gap or too much time between you typing and the recording getting completed. Just go ahead and type immediately. Don't worry about the spellings and the grammar errors. That's all right. Just go ahead and type it out because it's fresh in your working memory. Now, a working memory is something that you have. It's a small memory it's a cache memory that I would say that your brain holds for roughly about 5 seconds. Okay. Now, the step 4 will be that you fix your grammar, fix your spellings, fix your punctuations. Make sure you have everything perfect. If it's a question, make sure it ends with a question mark. If it's a sentence, make sure it ends with a full stop. Make sure you get all your articles right, a, and, the, all of it. Okay. Now, some of the tips and techniques that I'd like to share is that if you're good with typing, try to practice listening and typing simultaneously. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that you could use to practice. I would recommend that you practice at least 100 write from dictations. Okay, at least 100 questions for sure. Okay, as soon as you're done, click on next after answering to avoid wasting time. The reason I'm stressing on this is because unfortunately, write from dictation is the last part of your listening section, and if you wasted time in the earlier sections, there's little to no time with your write from dictation, and you cannot afford to miss a single question from this question type. Okay, so make sure you click on next and go to the next one. Now, of course, you could improve your working memory by a lot of practice. Like I told you earlier, working memory is a 5-second cache memory that your brain holds. Okay, so there's another tip that that we tried during the mock test with some of our students, is that we added some additional words when we were uncertain of a few words. Like, let's say the speaker, the recording had the word flower, and you wanted to type flowers, so you're confused whether if it was a flower or if it was flowers. So just in case you're unsure, you could type both the words. I do not recommend this, but yeah, I mean, if you're really unsure and if you want to try this, you could go ahead and do it, but it's not recommended. I would say don't do it. Okay, now that you know some of the methods and techniques, what I'd like you to do is try to practice from other videos. I will also give you a few examples. Yeah, okay. All right, let's have a look at these examples. Just quickly reiterating the methods. Listen carefully, concentrate on the verbs, nouns, singular forms and plural forms, type immediately, and fix grammar, spellings, punctuations and articles. All right, so try to close your eyes, have a check if that improves your concentration. Okay, so I mean, for those of you who know to type really well, just go ahead and try listening and typing simultaneously. Works well for me. Have a look at this example, guys. Okay, I'm starting now. If you'd like to pause the audio before you get started, just open a text editor, or just go ahead and type the sentences in the comments below. Okay, starting with example 1.
Applications for the course preferably have a preference over English or journalism.
Awesome. I hope you were able to make a note of this recording here. Just go ahead and put it across in the comments section. Okay, now let's move to example number 2. It's relatively easier. Just take a second or two. If you'd like to practice the first one, go back, rewind, and just go ahead and try to type again. Just make sure you get it right. Okay, just apply the methods that I've given you here. So this is example number 2.
I need more quotations to back up my argument.
Awesome. All right, so I'm just quickly switching over to the method and techniques. If you'd like to make notes, just go ahead, pause the video and make notes. I hope this video was helpful, guys. Make sure you use these methods. You should be able to score full marks with right from dictation. Make sure that you get everything correct with this section. This is super important. This is Vikas from PTE Lectures signing off. If you have any questions or queries, please feel free to leave a comment below. I will be more than happy to help you guys. Okay? You guys have a great day. Thank you so much.